Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday morning, and let me tell you, it's starting out great. It rained all night, which was wonderful. Clear up some of that pollen that was in the air. Um, Not sure what we're going to do today. Um, Being that it's Saturday, I feel like we should probably go to have lunch out at that restaurant I like. And but for the morning, probably just have some porridge or something, and then relax a little bit. It's kind of early. It's about maybe 7:30, but the lights out. It's not sunny or anything. Made my bed already, and so now just looking at the outside here. Let me show you. You can tell it was raining all night. Just amazing how all those leaves came back. When we first got here, it was no leaves. It was like completely sticks out there in the trees. And within like a month, we're back to seeing the view that I love having in my bedroom. When I was in Florida, I had the same view in the background with all the trees and stuff. It's just so peaceful and calming to see that. Yeah, so you guys are probably wondering like, what is up with all that purple light back there? Well, we get these light bulbs from Amazon, and it comes with this remote, and it changes both, so I could turn it blue. That's like a greenish, and then we got the blue, and that was purple that you saw. But what I sleep to is the red. I love sleeping to the red. There's orange, and I think this one is like a yellow, and then you've got the really bright one. So today I decided to just have the purple one, and then when I turn off the lights, it looks really, really nice in here. When you walk to enter the bedroom, it gives it this really nice look to it and feel to it and stuff like that. Yeah, so let me head on downstairs and just make some porridge, and then I'm going to bring it back up here and relax and watch some TV. That's it. Taking a break from laundry today. May catch up with it tomorrow. So let me put my phone on the charger because I've got some stuff I need to take downstairs. I drink a lot of water, so I have all these water bottles here. So, all right, so I will catch up with you guys depending on what I do later. All right, so see you soon. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a long day. Seriously long day. So, I said I would come back, and I didn't because I was just chilling. We did not go out today or anything. I came back upstairs and I just relaxed all day watching a movie, fell asleep, woke back up, continue watching TV. I had enough sleep, but I did do some laundry, but I also went outside and, well, first, when I went downstairs, I saw that it was drizzling. So before I made breakfast, I actually went and put my laundry downstairs, did some laundry, and then I closed my bathroom door here because the fan thing is going off in there. I noticed that it was drizzling outside, so I decided to get the broom and go on the patio and clean the patio. And it was drizzling a little bit because there was no pollen, because there was just no way I could go out there when there was so much, I don't know, in the air and stuff. So I just felt really good being out there, even though it was drizzling a little bit. I had my hat on, not this hat, another hat, and my robe on, and I was just sweeping all those wet leaves. And I put a little clip of that in here. And so I was like, oh my goodness, finally I got a break to be able to go out there and clean that mess up, because it was just green and leaves everywhere. So I just swept all that stuff off. And I was considering getting my son to put the umbrella. We got the umbrella downstairs, and we have a new umbrella base that we could put out there. But then I was like, I don't know. I still feel like it's gonna get really messy and stuff. Sure enough, 3 hours later, or maybe in the middle of the day, I went out there and I looked at the patio, and there's all kind of leaves back on the patio. It didn't last very long, but at least I cleaned it up. At least I cleaned it up. So now it's about 7:30. I'm gonna go downstairs, and I was supposed to have porridge for breakfast this morning, but I did not. I got into the mood after doing all that cleanup. I got into the mood and I just made a pretty good breakfast. You know, egg, sausage, fritters, and plantains. So I did that. I don't know where everybody is. I think everybody is gone to their room or whatever. So I'm gonna go downstairs and get me a little snack for dinner. I had leftover lasagna from my lunch. And so for dinner, I'll just have some cereal. Yeah, some Raisin Bran cereal. Let me see if I can see what condition the patio is in right now. So nobody's downstairs here in the living room. My daughter's in her bedroom. My son's down in his office. Let's see. Let me take a peek. So I did not clean up my living room today. Yeah, okay, so check this out. I cleaned this thing this morning, right? And I'm gonna show you a clip, and then afterwards, check this out. This is what it looks like again. New leaves. This is ridiculous. I just cannot. And that glass table, I don't know how pollen got up under the glass, but yeah. This, I hope you can see that, but I'm done. I am done. I'll just keep sweeping it, but I'm done. I don't know, because even leaves and pollen was under the table. So even if I put, gotta straighten these shoes out. Even if I put the big umbrella, I feel like it's still gonna get messy. But my daughter, she went out today and she got, I think she went to that hibachi place or whatever that they be cooking the stuff. But she got noodles here, and she got rice and all that, and I told her I can't have any of that because unless I'm there and tell them not to put eggs in the rice, because I don't do egg yolks. I've never liked it as a child. I don't like eggs, period. I use the egg white, but I don't know, it's like, when you eat eggs, I feel like I'm getting punished. I don't know what it is with the eggs, but I just feel like every time I make it, I eat the egg yolk with egg white because, you know, you eat the egg white. But it's one of those foods that I just feel like there's some hesitation to eating it. Strong hesitation to eating eggs. And I dare not eat anything but the egg white. That's it. And I just eat it doesn't matter how much eggs I put in my plate, I never finish it. I'll finish everything else excepting that. Yeah, I'm not an egg person. All right, there's something I need to get out the freezer. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me get my milk. I'm gonna finish off the day with cereal. And I hope my daughter comes down and put that stuff in the fridge. I'll let my son do it. I don't want to touch that greasy container. I wish I had some bread to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I'm trying to stay off the bread. I just eat the pita bread or the tortilla bread. That's it. It's easier to digest. And put you guys here while I try to get my cereal going. I ran out of those plastic gloves because I really do need to get my plastic. What's going on with that camera? All right. So let me go get my cereal box. Oh, goodness. Got me some Life cereal and some Raisin Bran cereal over here. Oh, Lord. Oops, the camera done slid down. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. I had the camera on pause and it had slid down. I hope it was on pause and it slid down, but let me see. I need to really. I have my son. Where's my. Okay, let's see what I'm doing over here. Sorry, I talk so low sometimes, like I'm mumbling to myself. I'm sorry. I'm not a very loud speaker, and I should be wearing that mic. I bought it. It's on a charger, but I can't find the clip piece to it. And then I got to hook it up to the phone. Ooh. It's like I fight sleep all day. All day I fight sleep. I don't sleep too much. Never did. Fight sleep all day. Hold on a second, guys, because I had to fix something in the garbage can. Yeah, I suffer from fatigue syndrome all my life from I was a kid. So, man, what is this water on here? So, I always yawning. I'm constantly tired. Nothing I can do about it. Sometimes life deals you things that you can't do nothing about. You just work around it. So I work around this inherited exhaustion fatigue syndrome that I have. So I like to sterilize my bowl. So I'm always doing hot water and sterilizing the bowl whenever I'm about to have cereal. It's funny like that. Tell you what, I barely get sick. I have like sinus issues, but when it comes to being sickly, I barely get that. That's a good thing. Oh my gosh. I'm always sterilizing something. Okay. Need the scissors. So this series is almost completed, so I don't like the tiny parts of the Raisin Bran. I like the bigger flakes. There's so much raisins in this thing. Oh my lord. Let me show you this raisin with this. I use some of the raisins from here to put in my porridge when I make oatmeal. I just spilled a whole bunch of flakes all over the counter here. One is on the floor. Alright, and then I'll put so, I did something unexpected when I was making my lasagna. Because I had made it for a while. I am not a cheese person. And that little episode was trying to be a cheese person. Did not work out too good for me. But usually when I make my lasagna, I make it with ricotta cheese and the mixed cheese like cheddar and Swiss, the white cheese or something like that, but shredded. And since I had an episode of ankle pain and knee pain and swelling from trying to learn to eat cheese more, I stopped. So when I went to the store the other day to get, oh my gosh, guys, hold on a second. I have been looking for this black pepper, and it fell on the ground here and was hidden underneath the cabinet. I couldn't find it the other day. And I was like, what happened to the black pepper? Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So when I went to the store to get the lasagna, stuff to make the lasagna, I knew that I wasn't gonna get the shredded cheese. I was gonna get the ricotta cheese. Yeah, ricotta cheese. Instead, I was going back and forth with the cheeses, and I picked up cottage cheese by mistake. And I knew it looked different when I was putting it on there, and that just to tell you that I don't mess with cheese very much. And I knew the cheese looked different than normal, because normally the ricotta cheese is like firm, and cottage cheese, which I have never eaten cottage cheese in my life. I have never eaten cottage cheese in my entire life. I get this cottage cheese, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, ricotta cheese, cottage cheese, must be the same thing. And I put cottage cheese in lasagna. It is so good though. It turned out so good. It was yummy. And I put it in the oven. I don't even know if cottage cheese is supposed to go in the oven. I don't know. I need to look that up. I need to Google that. But I put the cottage cheese on there, and it turned out very good. But I'll use ricotta cheese next time. But yeah, because I was like, people are probably thinking, what is she doing with cottage cheese on lasagna? Yeah, turned out very well. Joel, do you think cottage cheese can go on in the oven? I'm asking my son because he's over there scared the crap out of me. I didn't even see him. Joel, I'm getting out of the kitchen so you can come in and do your stuff. I'm here. Can you do me a favor and put this greasy stuff your sister brought in the refrigerator? I don't feel like having grease on my hands right now.
Yes,
and I know you're going to be in the kitchen doing stuff. Yeah, so All right, let me take my stuff upstairs. What are you gonna have, Joe? For your little snack. All right, let me go upstairs, guys. Hold on. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. So, let me go back upstairs now. But yeah, I made lasagna with cottage cheese. And it was very good. It was probably healthier. It's probably less salty. I'm not sure, but I have to do research on that. Because I have a feeling that I've seen people put cottage cheese like maybe on peaches or something, or on fruits, but not in a meal. So anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, share, comment, and like. Let me know if you ever use cottage cheese and cook with or bake with, or did you only use it on fruits? But I'm telling you right now, I'm not eating that cottage cheese on anything but lasagna. So, yeah, that's what I did. Take care, guys. Bye. Hey, guys. So here is where I cleaned the patio this morning early. It was around 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. And it was drizzling out there, so I was able to get all the leaves off. But as you can see, the leaves did come back. And just a little video of some squirrels out there playing around in the trees.